Oh, well, it's been, I don't know, 3 weeks or something, and let's just talk about what has changed in such a short time. Excuse me. Obviously, when you're implementing a keep fit regime and you're eating well in terms of, nutrition, although in my case I've been fasting, and the main reason I've been fasting, apart from the benefit of losing weight obviously, is because there is this notion of what you are going to do in order to allow the training to manifest in your life. Like there's going to have to be changes. This is one of the things that you find out, right? Two really key observations from someone that, is way ahead on this path, obviously, right? First one was quality, not quantity. Go in every time, right on the edge of your abilities. I mean, you're still going to drift off into silly thoughts at times, but that's very important. That's on your mind. When you get into meditation, you're taking it seriously, or you're adopting the right attitude towards what you're doing in terms of doing it right, not just, oh well, I better put half an hour in tonight because I know I should, and you just piss about just so you can tick a box. No, fuck that. The other thing is making changes in your life in order to allow this to happen. And one of the first things that I noticed was, after a day's window cleaning, get home, have a dinner, nothing too drastic, but even 2 bread rolls or I don't know, small plate of meat and vegetables would be enough to knock me the fuck out for about 2 hours, to the point where I could sleep instantly. My mind is tired. So what needs to change in my life in order to make the meditation possible? I need to be hungry. I think there's a reason why there's this rule in Buddhism that I've read before of not eating after 12 o'clock. I don't know how long I can keep this up, but the last couple of days I've had breakfast and that's it. And it won't do me any harm because, I could do with losing the weight, right? But there's something about fasting in combination with really lucid meditation. And we're only talking just a few weeks here, right? And just a few days with the fasting. With the blessing of the water in terms of, magnetizing and going to bed with the beads and implanting thoughts in the subconscious. Let's talk about results, yeah? Results are, even in spite of problems in life, things you don't want to think about, things that bother you, right? There ain't going to be no perfect time. Even in spite of psychological setbacks, a feeling of lucidity, all of the senses are heightened. There is a feeling of optimism, sorry, because I'm running, and attention to detail. It's hard to describe. I think it's the increased water intake as well. It's like fuel for your body, So I would say, just having completed step 1 and maybe a quarter of the way through step 2, keeping this up every day, body brushing, the pore breathing, it's a minor miracle. And I can't speak beyond that, I mean, except for the fact that I've obviously been practicing related techniques for many years, so I know of the validity of, you know, excuse me, the, you know, Hermetic arts. I'm going to share something with you now, right? This is my little bit of running magic. Run till you're clapped out, right? Take it right to the edge, till the adrenaline's pumping, your blood's pumping. Find a pillar, okay? Press your head against it. Imagine you're rooted in Malkuth and your intentions and abilities are stretching up through Yesod, and at the same time Tifereth is running down to meet you. You are propelling yourself up to meet it, and then together you push on right up through Darth into Ketha, where you implant a desire, a wish, a notion, or just say a few words. Then leave it be, run back. I think this is, there used to be this pillar. It was like an Egyptian style pillar that I used to walk past every day when I was in my early 20s, and I used to just give it a tap, you know, for luck. And I didn't know anything about Kabbalistic philosophy or anything like that, you know, middle pillar or whatever at the time, but it was a way of reaching those, you know, those higher planes that I could sort of sense on the edge of my mind. And obsessed with ancient Egypt and reading, you know, all the books, Robert Bevell, Graham Hancock, and, you know, into the whole, you know, John Anthony West and all that kind of thing. Even, I hadn't discovered John Anthony West books at that point, but I was aware of, obviously, his exploration of, you know, Shwala de Lubitsch with the Age of the Sphinx and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, middle pillar. So that's what I'm going to do before I fuck off back home. And anyway, the reason I'm making this is to say, even just a few short weeks into the Franz Bardon Initiation into Hermetics regime, the results are fucking staggering. And I can already tell from this point in that a lot of things are going to have to change, and it's not going to be easy. And anyway, right, cool.